Welcome to another edition of the Hutchinson Report's podcast, Take of the Week. A major issue has come up. I'm not going to comment on this. And the issue being Kobe Bryant and, of course, a comment that was made during an interview. I was not going to comment on the Kobe Bryant situation. It's a great tragedy. I've written about it. We talked about it on one of my shows. And, much respect, to him and his legacy and, of course, condolences to the family. And that was going to be the end of it. There's going to be enough said and enough written about Kobe. I mean, you don't need me. Unfortunately, what happened was Gail King, CBS interviewer, she's interviewing Lisa Leslie, former star of the women's NBA, close friend of Kobe. Wide-ranging interview, covered a lot of ground, and then she misstepped. Then she fumbled. She couldn't leave it alone. She asked a question of Lisa, going back into the millennia, 20 years, about the rape allegation, which, by the way, was dismissed. Nothing ever came of that. It was 20 years ago. She asked her, does that complicate his legacy? Now, it's okay from a journalistic standpoint. Everything is fair game. I got that. I'm a journalist. I'm a writer. Objective journalism, quote unquote, such as it is, you can ask any of these kinds of questions. If it had stopped right there, not a word about it. But she went a step further, and she stepped over the line. This is what she did. Lisa answered it and said, no, it will not complicate his legacy. His legacy is assured. But then she couldn't leave it alone. She then asked, but do you believe that he didn't do what he said he did? You weren't there. At that point, she stepped over from objective journalism. Now, you're making a value judgment now. You essentially are baiting this woman and essentially giving credence to Kobe, quote unquote, the rapist, which of course has no validity whatsoever. Vanessa Bryant, the children, the family. Kobe has a mother and a father. They're still alive. He's got two sisters. I mean, think about the pain that kind of dredging up again, that has no basis, brings up. Gail King was irresponsible. She's been raked over the coals, and rightly so. People must understand, even though I'm not big on lionizing and creating demagogues of these sports heroes, and I think they get too much. They're human beings like anybody else. I think we make too much of them. But nonetheless, Kobe Bryant, millions of people love this man. They love this man. This man is almost like attacking Jesus Christ to many of them. So Gail King and Oprah, they're going to have to pay a price for this. That raises something else too. The image of black men. Oftentimes, we black men are soft targets. Stereotypes, ancient stereotypes, sex, drugs, crime, blah, blah, blah. And of course, what about the Harvey Weinsteins? What about the Kevin Spaceys? What about the Bill O'Reillys? What about the Al Frankens? Why aren't they ever the poster boys of everything that's wrong? It's easy to pick on R. Kelly, easy to pick on Cosby, easy to pick now Kobe Bryant. But what about the others? It smacks of a double standard. That has to end. All right, now we get to Trump. Final thing. I have been a staunch believer, hoper, wish fulfillment, dreamer, fantasy, that Trump will go down to a smashing defeat.
Still winning.
In 2020. I had hoped that. I'm a progressive. I have banked on, well, first I like Bernie, and I love Elizabeth. I had great hope there. It gives me great pain to see the Democratic Party in disarray. It gives me great pain to see them falling apart. It gives me great pain to see something else and admit something. Trump is on a roll. Everywhere he goes, he's winning. There's been a number of things, we don't need to go into that, all the way from beating back impeachment. Popularity is raging now. He's at the highest approval ratings yet. He beat back another court case, a raging economy. It's going to be a tough one. But nonetheless, the Democrats have 8 months to get their act together. Will it be Bernie? Will it be Buttigieg? Will it be Biden? I don't know. We don't know at this point. But whoever it is, they better get their act together. You've been listening to the Hutchinson Report podcast, Take of the Week.